You're listening to the live music showcase on WMNF 88.5. My name is DJ Spaceship. I know you guys used to hear me on Saturdays. Ken is out of the country for a couple of weeks. Today's musical guest is a gem of the Bay. She goes by the name of Khlea Lynee. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, you're in sight. Like we're here for a good time. We're gonna have a good time. Like I'm amazed. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna let her introduce herself to us. And we're going to kick it off with some music, and then we're going to get into an interview right after that.
Let's do it. I'm Khlea Lynee, and let's go, y'all.
Boy, it ain't much I won't do for your love. It ain't much I won't do for your love. It ain't much I won't do for your love. So please hold me close and don't let go. So please hold me close and don't let go. It ain't too far, I won't go for your love. Said it ain't too far.
This is the live music showcase. I like that. I like what you was doing right there in that background. You was filling that in. I wasn't going to sing because that's not my skill. That's why we have Khlea here. And ladies and gentlemen, if you can actually see this, she has like an incredible band here. We have Zoe on the keys. We have Jeffrey Rogers on the bass. We got Walter. We hit him off in the corner, but we have Walter Daniels on the drums. And then we have Amandia Reese Craig and Jonathan Isaac that are carrying the load behind her. I mean, because that's a hard act and voice to follow. Man, it's been a long time coming. Like you and I've watched you from the beginning all the way to now, and I just want to say to you, I'm just proud and I'm just happy to see every step you take and all the successes that has come your way. You more than deserve it. So pat yourself on the back. These are your flowers that I'm giving to you.
Thank you.
Yes. So now you're from the Bay Area. You're
Yes,
from
sir.
St. Pete.
Yes, sir.
And I just got to get this out the way. What high school did you go to in St. Pete?
I attended Boca Ciega High School.
I'm never gonna
Go Pirates.
I'm gonna never hear the end of this. I should have just left that one off to the side. So for the listeners out there, we're gonna take it back to the beginning. So you started out like a lot of great singers. You started out in the church. You're actually a PK, which
Yes,
is
sir.
a preacher's kid for a lot of people if you don't know what that terminology is.
Yes, sir.
But you're a PK, which can be heard in some of your music. But how hard was it hard for you to find your own sound so you're not feeling like you're just too churchy or you're too much of this? Like how hard was it for you to find your sound, and what was the process to find your sound?
It was pretty hard in the beginning. Once I got serious about, being a performer,
Right.
it was a little difficult for me. Just wanting to be an individual, but also wanting to produce a sound that people enjoy hearing.
Right.
So sometimes you can kind of lose yourself in that process, wanting to cater to other people so much that
Right.
you stop caring about liking what you sound like. So
Right.
you're just focusing on, I just want to sound like what everybody likes.
Right.
You will never sound like what everybody likes.
You just got to be yourself at the end of the
You have
day.
to be yourself. You just have to focus on being an individual and being true to whatever organically comes out.
Right. Now, not only are you a singer, but you're a songwriter as well. And I actually read somewhere, and this is something I'm shocked that I just found this out, but I read somewhere that you actually wrote your first song at 12.
Yeah, it was probably more like 11, and I probably didn't actually start singing it in front of people till about 12.
Do you remember what that song was about?
It was a short, sweet little gospel song, but I wrote it, and I also play. I probably shouldn't say that out loud, but I also play.
Okay.
And so I was playing it. I worked it out on the piano as well.
Okay.
And that was like the first time practicing that song. That was the first time my mom like heard me sing
Right.
and play. And it was something that I had written, and it was all downhill from there. Because then I had to sing in church every Sunday.
Then they want to put you out there, make
Yes.
you got to take the lead, you
Yes.
got to close it off. That's incredible. Now, and I'm pretty sure like being in front of the churches, you're not going to know everybody that's there every Sunday. So what was the process what helped you get over the fright of being and performing in front of people?
Having a mother who didn't care how afraid you were. It was get up here and sing this song.
Right.
And the more she did that, the more comfortable I got.
Gotcha. And I read somewhere that your brother actually has a band and he toured as well.
He did have a band, yes. So that was kind of my first band experience.
Gotcha.
My older brother, Julian, taught himself how to play guitar, electric guitar.
Okay.
And so once he learned how to play guitar, of course, he was going to recruit me. I was the lead singer, and then we
Right.
had a drummer. And then my other brother at the time was playing bass.
Gotcha.
So, we eventually started playing out of state. We were on the road playing at, different conferences. We
Right.
started doing festivals.
Right.
So that was like my first band experience.
Gotcha. Now, after that, you went on to be with a band called Hot Mess.
Yes.
And I had the pleasure of seeing you perform with that band. Like, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't get a chance to see it back then, you missed out.
Yeah.
You missed out. Like, that was like ear treats for you to see. So, you guys, you played at festivals, you played at weddings, private gigs and different venues and stuff with Hot Mess Band.
Yes.
And you also played at the Army, was the 243rd birthday?
I think it was the 243rd Army birthday at the Army Ball.
So What was it like? Because I'm pretty sure when you guys came and set up, what was it like performing in front of that crowd of people?
Oh, that was crazy. I didn't know what to expect. I think that was probably our first performance in front of a military crowd.
Right.
I come from a military family, so I was kind of excited.
What branch?
Kind of all of them.
Okay, all right.
My father was Air Force. My mom was Coast Guard.
Okay.
But I was a little excited, but I had never been to like an army ball or a function, a formal military function like that. So I was kind of excited to do it. But by the end of the night, there was a 1-star general on stage with us, just rocking out. It was
just threw his rank to the wind and just
he was having
himself.
A ball.
Yeah, like Michael Jackson said, you leave that 9 to 5 on the shelf.
You got to put it on the shelf and just enjoy yourself.
And just enjoy yourself.
That's exactly what he did. And once that happened, I was like, oh, we did this.
It put you into your zone, and it was like, okay, let's rock.
Yeah, it was a success. It was a lot of fun.
Well, speaking of getting into the zone, and we have a special guest in the house. I just want to shout him out, Sir Ryan Copeland. So if you ladies and gentlemen, I want to make sure I give him his champagne. Sir Ryan Copeland is in the house.
His champagne.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah, see, we give the women the flowers, and I give the men the champagne because I'm not giving no man no flowers.
Makes sense.
That's just not what I'm doing.
Makes sense.
But at this time, what we'd like you to do is give everybody their champagne and flowers by blessing us with another selection.
I'd be honored to. Baby, I just want to take a little time and tell you thank you for being so wonderful to me and all the little things you do. Not a day goes by that I don't thank the Lord above for sending you my way and letting me feel your love. It's more than just your kisses, it's more than just your touch. It's all about who you are to me, and I thank you so much. I've been searching for a long time for this kind of love, and I'll never forget the day that you reached out and said, baby, just take my hand, let me love you. You don't have to worry about a thing, I'll take care of you. Talking about this love, oh, this love, ooh, this love, been looking for this love, ooh. This love, I finally got this love. Oh, sometimes I sit and wonder what things would be like if we never gave love a second chance, if we gave up the fight. I'm glad we tried again, and now I'm for sure there can never be another for me. You're mine and I'm yours. Everybody, come on and clap your hands. Clap like you've been in love. Ooh, clap them like you've been in love. So just walking together and talking together. Oh, living together. Oh, living together. Talking about this love. Oh, this love. Ooh, this love. Oh, baby, this love. Been searching all over. But I finally got this love, not letting go of this love. Oh, this love, oh, this love. I'm keeping this love, not letting
This is the Live Music Showcase on WMNF at 88.5 FM. And we're talking about This Love.
Yes, sir.
But what I would love to do, I'm gonna let you take a back seat for a second. And I just want to talk to Jonathan and Amandia, the two background singers. Now, what is it? How hard is it to keep up with vocals of that caliber? Because this is not some normal, ordinary, regular talent. Like this is this love that she has, those vocals that she have. It's tell me how you keep up with this.
Khlea is an all-around performer, so we're growing so much under her. I feel like I'm in an artist development program, just being in the band. Right. So it's an awesome opportunity and an honor.
Gotcha.
Yes, for sure. And she's exceptional, and she expects excellence. The whole team do.
Right.
And so it's really important to know our part.
Right.
And we come in, we all beast it from Zoe to Walt, Jeff, all of us just do our part, and we come together and make magic.
Right. And the thing about it is what I like to, what she's called the vocal Bible, Brandy, by the way. She actually started out as a background singer herself. And just, man, I don't know as much about, the different riffs and stuff like singers like you guys do, but it's just different, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's just different. And then we have my man Jeff on the bass, and he just cool, just cool and just laid back. But I have a question for you, and I actually put this on my Facebook about 2 weeks ago. Who would you say is the greatest guitarist of all time?
To be honest, man, there's so many. I know if I had to pick a bass player that I actually follow, obviously Vic DeWooten would be one of my tops. I mean, Marcus Miller, even some of today's guys, like I follow Mono, Neon, Sheree Reed, different cats like that. So it's
so you just got a different collection, just to say just one.
Yeah.
Okay, I can respect that, and that's the way I feel about DJs, because like it's like Jazzy Jeff, it's like AM, then it's like Scratch Bastard, like so many different styles out there because you pull different things. Yeah. And Mr. Zoe, the man with the plan, you have like the smooth fingers just tapping the keys. How long you been playing keys, man?
I've been playing keys for maybe 20 years now. Yeah. And is there a particular style or type of music that you like to play, or you just bring it? I like just being all around. I mostly play gospel, but even when I was growing up, there was a lady named Miss Ware, Mother Ware. She sung every song like a jazz song. Right. So it pretty much just changed my game when it came to being a keyboard piano player. But I was a drummer, so gotcha. Keys didn't come till later down the line. Later, yeah. Okay. And Mr. Walt, can you hit me in there, boss man?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I mean, I know we got you hit off, but they can hear you live and live and direct.
I hope so.
When it comes to drums, like, did you play in band in high school? Did you play drums in band?
Nah, I didn't. I've never played in band. I've never marched. I've never done any of that. I honestly started when I was 1. I used to take they used around Christmas time. Used to get those little tin foil cookie things, like the cookie containers.
Right.
I used to take those newspapers and
the Danish cookie cans.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I want some of those cookies now.
Oh man, yes, sir. But I used to take those in the blue can, and those were like, the lid would be my cymbals. Right. Then I would flip the actual bottom of the can, and you had the different sizes. So I'd take the smallest one and put it first so I could build my toms, and then kind of make a little kit from it. I have newspapers so I could stack them and make a snare. So it kind of started when I was 1. I showed interest, and then my mom, they bought me this little it was literally like a little child, like a little kitty setup that was going within probably about 6 hours.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So from there, that's where I started. Yes, sir.
Gotcha. So now we talked about when you was with your brother and he had his band. Now we just went through and talked to everybody in your band. Mm-hmm. So the importance of having the right people, right place, right time and stuff like that. So you was with Hot Mess, you're doing your thing, and then all of a sudden, boom, you put a video out when you went singing to someone. Mm-hmm. I think it was in a barbershop, was it?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
And that video just took off.
Yes.
Explain to the people what that was like. You just going to do something you were paid to do, mm-hmm. and then it just takes off. And then
yeah, I definitely didn't expect for that video to go viral. And really the only reason I posted it was because the young lady who hired me to sing as a surprise for her husband, right? We video recorded it on my cell phone. Right. And so at the end of it, I wanted to send her the video, but the file size was a bit too big. Yeah. And she didn't have an iPhone. So,
T my phone.
Lord have mercy.
So I was like, well, I'll just make it easy for you. I'll just post it. I'll tag you and your husband, because I thought it would be cute. Maybe her followers would want to see that as well.
Right.
So I was like, I'll just post it. I'll tag you guys and we'll be done with it. She was like, okay, cool.
Right.
Posted it. Didn't think twice about it. Like,
just went your way.
I just went on with my day. And it was so weird because I wasn't even like dressed. I wasn't dressed up when I went and sang for him. I literally was going to run errands. And she was like, I just really want to pay you to go sing a tribute to my husband for our anniversary while he's in the barbershop. And I was like, listen, whatever floats your boat, I'll do it. And she and I go way back anyway. So I was like, whatever you ask, I'm going to do it. Posted it. And within like an hour and a half, I went and checked my Facebook. And I'm like, why do I have so many notifications?
Right.
It had been shared so many times, so many comments, likes, and it just
took off.
Spiraled.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. But that's usually how it goes. Like, you never know what's going to go viral on social media. It could be anything.
That's true. So what we're going to do, and then after that, eventually you assembled a team, and eventually you were a contestant on The Voice, season 17.
Correct.
So what I'm going to do is want to get another song from you.
Okay.
And then we're going to touch up on that, and we're going to continue to cruise on down.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Let's do it. Tell you this, but I really still love you. If I had the chance, I'd show you, but I think it's too late, too late. I don't know if I should tell you this, but I really still love you. If I had the chance, I'd show you, but I think it's too late, too late. But it's over now, and we both moved on, and it's all said and done. But I can't get you out of my mind. Yeah, it's over now, and we both moved on, and it's all said and done. But I can't get you out of my mind. No, I can't let you go. I can't let you go. No, I can't let you go. I can't let you go. No, I can't let you go. I can't let you go. No, I can't let you go. I can't let you go. There'll never be another like you. You know I could never replace who you were to me. I just want you to know that my love for you ain't changed. And if I ever had the chance, I'd do all I can just to prove my love. But it's over now, and we both moved on, and it's all said and done. But I can't get you out of my mind. We both moved on, and it's all said and done. But I can't get you out of my mind. No, I can't let you go. I can't let you go. No, I can't let you go. I can't let you go. No, I can't let you go. I can't let you go. No, I can't let you go. I can't let you go. Ooh, I can't let you go. No, I can't let you go. No, I can't let you go. No, I No, I can't let you go. No, I can't let you go. No, I can't let you go. Can't let you go.
I can't let you go. Y'all hear that? I want to give a shout out to Samantha out at Hooters Corporate, and she says, I like this one. As a matter of fact, she says verbatim, I likes this one. So I likes this one. As a matter of fact, she is also from the Boca Ciega High School.
Go Pirates.
I didn't want to do that, man. I'm going to hear this all day, man. I'm going to hear this all day, man. So we're at season 17, The Voice, and you were a contestant on The Voice.
I was.
And I was going to, I like to clown around. I wanted to try to sing that song with you, but that's just going to be terrible. And somebody might, think something happened. Like
a duet situation.
No, that's a do not situation. See,
okay.
With you can do it, but I will do not. I will not be doing that. Here's a quote that someone said about you. It says, Khlea can go up against some of the best singers in the nation and hold her own.
Let's talk about it.
Say it again. Say it again.
Let's talk about it.
Say it one more time, people.
Let's talk about it.
Church, say it one more time.
Let's talk about it.
I had to get my Kirk Franklin on. How does it make you feel to hear people think of you and speak those type of compliments about you and your talents?
Honored. Very honored. Very humble that people think those types of thoughts about my voice.
Yeah, I mean, you have an incredible voice, and
thank you.
One of the many names that I've given you was the acapella angel. Like I've also heard you do other people's songs, and I'm like, dang, I can't even go and listen to it no more because you just done Emily King, Distance. That was one,
yeah.
And then Auntie Nita. You got to get some Nita.
Auntie Nita.
But when you were on The Voice, a contestant on The Voice, John just was. You just took John out his own zone. Like he just lost his mind. And since then, so talk about what's it been like for you since then?
A bit of a roller coaster, but in a good way.
Okay.
In a good way. Coming off the show was really crazy. I don't think I really took it in until after I was done with the show. I think what helped it all to sink in for me was when I was leaving LA after the show.
Right.
On my way back home to Florida, and I got in the airport. I got through security, got to my gate. I was a little disappointed and disheartened because I had just gotten eliminated, and I'm like, I just want to go home and see my kids. And people in the airport started recognizing who I was. So
the word privacy didn't exist for you.
It's
gone.
And it was really weird because I'm just sitting there, and you know how you can feel when someone is staring at you?
Oh yeah.
So I was looking down at my phone and I could just like feel it, and I'm like, I look up and there's people sitting around me just staring at me like, oh my God, it's her. That right there, I was just like, okay, that solidified for me what I had just done.
Right.
Because before then I'm like, I'm on a show. This is really cool. This is great. It's a nice experience. But just trying to catch a plane in the airport and people are coming up to you wanting to take selfies. There's no
more normal days for you.
I was just like, okay, that was what helped it sink in for me. So it was a really cool experience all around. And since then, I don't think I've completely come off of that ride. Like I'm
still on that ride.
I'm still riding it. Yeah.
Okay. And as you should, I seen a couple of shows after that. You did, I think it was out in Texas. You linked up with a couple of people from the show.
Yep.
And you did a couple of shows in Texas. So I see you moving around. And I recently seen not long ago, you were in New York City.
I was.
And there was a billboard and it had was it your album cover?
Yes.
In Times Square.
Yep.
So can you describe the feeling of just, we're talking Times Square.
Yeah.
We're not talking about downtown Tampa, downtown St. Pete. Mm-hmm. We're talking Times Square, and you look up at a billboard and you see yourself up there. Mm-hmm. What was that like, and how many times did you have to time it so you can get the picture of that on that billboard?
Oh, we were out there for a good hour just to like make sure we got, some good footage of it. So we sat there through the rotation waiting for it to come around so we could get pictures and video because it was just so cool. And I would just like to say, if downtown Tampa or downtown St. Pete were to put a billboard of me, I would still be as honored.
Oh, absolutely.
Just as honored.
Absolutely.
Just going to throw that out there. But it didn't, again, really sink in for me until I got there in front of it.
Right.
And yeah, what happened was we were standing there on the sidewalk getting video footage, pictures, and, you know, people started realizing, oh, that's her on the billboard. So, right. You know, they're talking to us on the sidewalk. And as we were sitting there waiting for the rotation to go around so we could, you know, make sure we got enough pictures of it, I was just scrolling through social media because, you know, I'm posting content, right. Trying to keep up with that, letting people know where I was and what I was doing.
Right.
And I read this comment. It was actually a thread of comments between these two young ladies that follow me on Facebook. I don't know these women.
Right.
They're just on my Facebook page, and they were commenting on the picture that I had posted of me in New York. But they weren't talking to me. They were talking to each other in this comment thread. And they were just like, oh, my God, I'm so proud of her. And the other young lady was like, I know, right? This is so beautiful. I'm so excited for her. And then the other young lady responded and said, one of us is all of us. And it was like she was saying, I'm just as proud of her as if it were me having this experience. So if she's having this experience, we're all having this experience.
Right.
And I don't know what it was about that comment. Wow. I broke down right there on the sidewalk, like full on tears, because I was just like, that is amazing. To me, that was really amazing that I was touching other people's lives, and they were so excited for me, just as if it were happening for them.
Right.
That was like really genuine for me. It's little stuff like that. I promise y'all, like, I'm a hard exterior, but I am a water bag on the inside. So
I wasn't gonna say it.
It didn't take. It doesn't take much, but that was what did it for me. And it's comments like that that encourage me to keep pushing, because people are watching and somebody is inspired by my journey. So if for nothing else, if all I'm here to do is give inspiration to others and push them to pursue their dreams,
you can accept that.
I'm good with that.
And one of my higher ups, DJ Reality, by the way, she said to me, you know, you never know who look to you for their smile.
That's right.
Because they could be having a bad day. So by you doing what you did, you gave them their smile.
Yeah.
As well as a good conversation.
Yeah.
But you gave them their smile. And we would like you to continue the smile going by giving us another one.
Let's do another one, guys. Since we're here. Women in your life, some that treated you wonderful and some treated you real nice. But I'm telling you what I know, you ain't had a love like mine, the kind that makes you come home at night and makes you wanna do right. Talking about sweet, tracks, kind of love that makes you wanna to me, and you know I'll be good to you. Just tell me what you need and everything you want to. I know it sounds too good to be true. Just let me show and prove that you'll never, never find a love this good. Talking about sweet, hey, yeah, real. I'm talking about good, true. Oh, I'm talking about sweet, baby, baby, real. Oh, talking about good, good or true. Oh, I'm talking about loving you right, holding you tight, all through the night. Good, good loving, baby. Oh, talking about sweet. I'm talking about good, good loving, baby. Yeah. Oh, oh,
You're listening to the live music showcase on WMNF 88.5 FM, and you're listening to the sounds of Khlea Lynee on the airwaves. So, May 27th, 2022, that was not too long ago. It seemed like it was just a dream. You know, this year's just going by so fast.
So
but
fast.
the 27th of May comes, and you drop your
EP.
You drop your EP,
Yes.
which is some of the songs that, but actually the songs you've been singing,
Yeah.
is actually off of that.
They're all on the EP.
So I also read that you're like, because we all know you're a songwriter as well. You don't write about, fairy tale type stuff. You write about what you have been through and that you can relate to. So of the songs on there, what song is the most intimate for you on an EP?
Can't Let You Go.
Why is that?
Because I wrote it when I couldn't let somebody go.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one because it's like at the end of the day, it's like you got to pick a struggle. It's like, do I stay? Do I go? And it's like the longer you stay, sometimes you learn some good experience, good things from it. But most of the time, we learn the bad things from that.
Yeah, I think it's all about discernment because some things are worth holding on to and fighting for,
Right.
and other things are not.
Right.
So it just kind of comes with life experience.
Right.
Just as my grandma used to say, just keep living. And when you live, you learn.
That is definitely some old people advice. If you haven't heard it, you just heard it here on WMNF on a live music show from Khlea. And I mentioned this person earlier, Sir Ryan Copeland. Can you tell me the impact he has had on your music?
Oh, yeah. First of all, that's like my bro. Like blood couldn't make us any closer.
Gotcha.
As family. The impact he's had on my music, it's kind of personal because he's been one of those people to push me outside of what I think I'm capable of.
Gotcha.
I'll say the things that I think I'm not capable of, he will push me beyond to realize that I am.
Gotcha.
He doesn't accept no
Okay.
for an answer.
Okay.
He's definitely one of those people that you keep around because they will help push you into greatness.
Right.
Push you out of your comfort zone.
Right.
And he's definitely done that in producing my music, push me right outside of my comfort zone. So those things that I'm fearful of, and I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Just keep going.
If I'm going to sound good singing this, I don't know if I can write to this. I'm not sure.
Right.
The more we collaborate and the more we work together, I've come to find out, yes, Khlea, you can.
Yeah.
We call that the Ryan Copeland sound.
Absolutely.
That is the Ryan Copeland sound. I have a question for you. This is by the great True. Everybody knows True.
Yeah.
And he says, now that your EP is released, what approach are you taking on your next body of work?
Very good question, True. So the next approach that I'm taking is more of an uninhibited approach. So all the styles of music that people would not expect for me to do, that's what I would like to do on the next project. This EP was more of the one that I just released was more of an introduction to who Khlea Lynee is, what is her sound, what types of songs does she write. I don't want to say comfortably, but those are the types of songs, the ones that are on my EP are the types of songs that I comfortably write. Gotcha. That is what's organic. That's what naturally comes out of me. This next project, I would like to, again, push myself even further, and do some styles of music that people don't expect me to do or maybe think that I can't do. Right. So, and of course there will still be songs that sound very similar to, the songs that I'm performing today. Right. The songs that are on the EP, but there's definitely going to be a lot of unexpected music on the next. Some curveballs. Yeah, absolutely. So that's the approach for the next one. Now, one thing that you also did, you put out a song for, was it Mother's Day? Mm-hmm. Was it Mother's Day? You had a song about you was on a song with Theo. Oh yes, I featured on a song with Theo Lane. How did that come about? Because his vocals, his range is crazy. Yeah. But how did that come about? He simply reached out and was just like, I have this song that I've written for Mother's Day. I would love for Khlea to feature on it. Gotcha. And we were like, yeah, I think it's a good look. Let's do it. We set everything up, got in the studio. I literally just kind of wrote my verse in the studio with him. Gotcha. And we got in there and recorded it, and it came out great. And then we did a video for it. I saw that. The video was a really cool experience. That was really dope. So, yeah, that's how it came about. Shout out to Theo Lane. Yeah. Now, I'm going to throw a question at you, and it's a little bit of left field for it. If you can have dinner with any historical figure, alive, dead or alive, who would it be and why? Any historical figure.
And one.
Okay. First of all, I love history. Gotcha. Like, I like reading about times past. Right. I love documentaries. So to take a peek into history, I would probably want to sit down with Abraham Lincoln. Okay. And what would that conversation be like? I would want to pick his brain, not to like go too deep and too far into stuff. But I'm intrigued by how much we think we know about that time in history. Right. But a lot of times people don't read beyond the textbooks, the school textbooks. And I do. So I would want to pick his brain and understand what was really going on during his time in presidency. Right. And get beyond the assumptions. Gotcha. Because Abraham Lincoln didn't really. I mean, he freed the slaves, but it's some more stuff that goes around that we would have to. Freed the slaves ish. Yeah. It's some more things that we would have to. Yeah, there's a lot surrounding that. I'm just intrigued by that time period. What was going on in America during that time, and I would love for him to just kind of dispel some of the myths about that time period. I don't want to go too deep into that. I completely understand. But that's just me. It may seem weird or awkward and like, Khlea, what? But that's who I would want to talk to. Now, here's another rapid question I'll throw at you. What's an artist that you listen to or that you've learned something from that people will be like, what, really? I didn't know you. Lady Gaga. What did you learn from her? People don't know that, I won't say people. Most people don't know that she can sing the way that she can really sing. Like they know her style of music. It's very popish. It's dance worthy. You know, it's fun. But she can get down. Give her a ballad. She can get down. And Lady Gaga will show you what it's all about. Right. She's definitely get down. Amazing. She can get down. Now, I got to throw it out there because too many people have said this, and you can chime in on this. I think Jonathan, I think you might want to get in on this one too. In the verses, you got Chris Brown and you have Usher. Why are we doing this? Are we really doing this? I just gotta know. I just want to know. You want to bring that violence to this interview. Right. I woke up this morning and I chose violence. I woke up this morning and chose violence. It's Friday. We've been vibing. Listen, we still vibing. We still it's going somewhere. Trust me, it's going somewhere. Okay. But if you got to pick, I'm gonna go Usher. I'm just don't mind it. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to say Usher. Okay.
Okay. Well, you
longevity, Usher.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. No shade to Chris Brown because he is who he is. He does what he does. Well. He's amazing.
He definitely is amazing.
But Usher is Usher.
Usher is Usher.
He started it.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah. So what I want to do, I think we have another song that we want to get to. But before I do that, I want to make sure that I show some love to. We won't say last because you can go to social media. You can go to Apple Music,
absolutely,
and different places. Where can the people go to follow you and stay in touch with you?
So Instagram, Khlea _Lynee. Let me spell it: KHALEA _LYNEE. And everywhere else, it's Khlea Lynee. Facebook. I'm really not on Twitter, but
I like Twitter.
I have a Twitter page.
I do too.
TikTok, I'm basically on there just to stalk my kids, but I am on there. I have a few videos on there. But yeah.
Now I got to get to this before we get out of here. So we do know you're a mother as well. Has any of your kids shown any signs or a glimpse that they're going to have that talent that you have?
My youngest daughter.
Okay.
She sings, she plays keys, and she plays the ukulele.
Okay. So is it any can we see her on any of your future work or see her any of your future performances or anything like that?
I hope so. And I'm probably going to have to do to her what my mom did to me.
You just got to push her
out there because she's still in that kind of timid phase.
Right.
But she, last year she started singing in church, like in youth church.
Right.
So she sings on the praise team for them and for the little kids. So yeah, that's like a step in the right direction.
Gotcha.
So
now I'm gonna throw one last question at you before I go into a different level.
Mm-hmm.
What's one thing your success has done for you that you did not expect?
Oh, that I did not expect. I don't know if I'm answering this question correctly, but I did not expect it to take me this long to get to where I am.
Right.
But it's shown me that sometimes when you think you're ready, you're really not.
Gotcha.
Timing is everything. So I'm happy that things are happening the way they're happening at this age that I'm at now in this time period and not when I thought it should have been happening because my success it may have fizzled before because it just wasn't time. But now I think it's perfect timing. Everything is aligning. So I didn't expect it to take this long.
That's right.
But I'm happy that it did.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the sounds of Khlea Lynee on the Live Music Showcase on 88.5. Just want to give a shout out to my sound mixer, Mark Perfetti. He is in our production team. He's helped get everybody here, especially in the load in. Post-production, we have Richard Stone. We have our audio assistant, the great Pam Robinson. Video director, we have Bob. On the cameras, we have Marcy Connors and Maddie Stamak. And social media, we have Bree Shoemaker. Our photographer, we have Haley Kaplan, and I am your host, DJ Spaceship. I believe we have one more song that is left. We have Micaiah Caldwell is our board op as well.
Yeah.
And we have one last song that we would like you to get to.
Yes, sir.
And it is up to you.
Let's do it. Holding on, trying to make it work. Holding on as tight as you can, never minding all the hurt. Why put yourself through the pain? You're worth more than that. Gotta find a way to move on. It's easier said than done. It ain't worth it. Just let it be. It ain't worth it. Don't you do your heart like that? Don't you wanna be free? Just let it go. Just let go. Just let it go. Just let go. Don't hold on to what ain't holding on to you. Sometimes we think we know what's best and we put our heart through the test. Why fight for what's not really yours? Just let go. Is it really love or are you just comfortable? Have you just accepted what it is, thinking you don't deserve more? If you don't keep pushing, you never know what's in store. It ain't worth it. Just let it be. Don't do your heart like that. Don't you wanna be free? Let it go. Just let it go. Don't hold on to what ain't holding on to you. Sometimes we think we know what's best and we put our heart through the test. Why fight for what's not really yours? Just let. I think it's time to let it go, let it go, let it go. Free up yourself. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Ooh, ooh, let it go, let it go, let it go. Move on to better days. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Ooh, just let go. Just let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go. Let it go. Ooh, oh, just let it go. Let it go. Don't hold on to what ain't holding on to you. Sometimes we think we know what's best. We put our hearts to the test. Why fight for what's not really yours? Just let go. Just let it go. Why you holding on to what ain't holding on to you? Just let go. Just let it go. Just let it go. Just let go. Sing that with me, y'all. Just let go. Ooh, just let go. One more time. Just let go. Hey, double time. Just let go. Hey, just let go. Just let go. Just let go. Just let go. Let it go. Just let go. Yeah. Just let go. Yeah. Just let go. Woo. Just let go. Just let go. Ooh, let go. Just let go. Pick it up one more time and let go. Just let go. Hey, just let go. Hey, just let go. Oh, just let go. Ooh, let go. Hey, let go. Hey, hey, let go. Hey, hey, just let go. Take it away, Ben.